Good morning, everyone. Today I am in Montana, outside of Glacier National Park. We haven't got into the park yet because we just got here last night, but I'm looking forward to going in later. There were no amazing views from the campsite today, so I just thought we'd have some nice pine trees behind us. There are so many pine trees up here, so they're just everywhere. It's beautiful. All right, so today we're gonna start in a lightning pose or a kneeling position. If this is uncomfortable for you and you do not wanna do it in this position, you can move down into an easy seat and just come here and do our warm-up things, and that will be just fine as well. This will just help you get a little bit extra movement in some of these poses. All right, so go ahead and close your eyes. And let's take a deep breath in and out through your mouth. This time when we take a deep breath in and breathe out, let's try to breathe out all those things that are annoying us or worrying us or bothering us, so that we can just be present and do this for yourself. So let's take a deep breath in and breathe out. Time. Let's use our arms. Breathe in, help everything open up, and push out all that air. And breathe out. All right, let's do some neck rotations to get warmed up. So go ahead and rotate to your left first. I like to do these nice and slow and hear all those wonderful cracks. Let's go ahead and do 3 of those at your pace. And then come back to the center. Let's go ahead and go to your right. Let's do 3 this way as well. Really trying to let your head drop and naturally stretch out those muscles in your neck. All those wonderful cracks. It says that you're not in your 20s yet. All right, let's go ahead and do a slight back bend here in this position. Just drop your head if you want, but you can just put your hands behind you. Just push your chest out, get a little bit of extension. All right, come back up to the center. And then let's put your right hand behind you. Just do a little rotation. You can use your left hand to push on your leg if you like to get more rotation if that feels better for you. Again, always make sure you're listening to your body. Everyone's body's different. Every side of everybody's body's different. So, all right, let's go over to the other side. So, back to your left, hand behind you. Use this to help you twist more if you like. Try to work behind you now that your neck's nice and stretched out. I like these for stretching out my shoulders too. These muscles get so tight. Okay, this time we're gonna go into a hero's pose, which is, for those of you that work with me, a W sit. So something that I usually am constantly telling children not to do. This is a good thing to stretch. You know, you don't want to stay in this position all the time because it's not great for your knees, but it is good to stretch out those tendons to help prevent some injury. So if you're able, bring your heels out to the side and sit back in a W sit. Again, if you cannot get into the kneel or this is uncomfortable, you can just go into a cobbler's pose or an easy seat, whatever's good for you. Okay, if you're sinking your buttocks all the way down to the mat is not comfortable, then don't do it. Just kind of bring your feet out to the side a little bit to get a little bit of stretch on all those tendons in your knee, and just stay there. Don't overstretch. You don't want to hurt yourself. All right, and then let's try to put our hands behind us. Do a slight back bend again. Try to drop your head. Push out your chest. Forward. Let's twist to your right. about, if you grab hold of your leg, stretching out your trapezius muscle up here, because that's usually one that gets pretty tight. And then come back to the center, and then we'll go back to the other side. We'll come behind you if you can. Then come back up front and get your feet underneath you again. We're gonna do a child's pose. Some people like to do child's pose just straight down. I prefer to move my knees apart and let my head come down. That gives me a more relaxing, calming stretch. So come on down into child's pose. Take a deep breath in through your nose and a nice exhale through your mouth. One more time, in through your nose and out through your mouth. All right, put your hands down in front of you and let's move into a camel position with all that extension we've done so far if you're able. So come on up on your knees, all right, and then you can just reach back with one hand if that works for you. You kind of go back and forth, just doing a little rotation and trying to get that hand behind you. Or if you can do a full camel, you can put both hands on your heels. Again, if your hands are just right here and you're just leaning back and you can't reach your feet, that's fine as well. Okay, if you can reach your feet, arch forward. That gives you a little bit. If you can reach your feet, you can push on your feet, then give yourself a little bit more push. Drop your head. And come on back down. All right, we're gonna go right into a tabletop position. So hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Let's go ahead and do some cat-cows to warm us up. So take a deep breath in. Look up at the sky or the ceiling, wherever you may be. Try to drop your belly. Breathe in. Breathe out and go into cat. So arch your back, use your hands to push you up into an arch. It should be a little bit easier now with all that extension we've already done. And back into a cow. Breathe in. Look up. Drop your belly. And breathe out. Arch that back. Push with your hands. Alright, we're going to do a bird dog next. So go ahead and take your right foot behind you. And if you are able, you may lift that one up. At the same time, you put your left arm out in front of you. If either of those is unavailable to you and you just reach out with both, that's fine. Maybe just bring your arm up. Keep bringing your foot back down if you need to. And come back down. Let's do the opposite side. So left leg behind you, right arm in front of you. Try to lift that leg. Try to keep your balance right in the center of your body and don't lean too much over onto that left hand. And bring it back down. Okay, we're gonna try a foot grab in bird dog. If this is not something that's available to you or you don't want to try it, just go ahead and try bird dog again, whatever variation works for you. So, I'm gonna bring that behind us. I'm gonna bring my right leg first, and then I'm gonna take that opposite hand, and I'm gonna try to grab hold of it and pull it up. Get a nice stretch on my quad. Now again, if this is not available and you can just bring that foot up to stretch your quad in the front of your hip, that's great. If you can grab hold, you'll be able to stretch it even more. And bring that one back down. And let's do the other side. So right hand forward, left foot back. If you can get a grab, you can pull it up and get a great stretch. Maybe. If you don't fall out of it, like I just almost did. All right, push up into downward dog. So get your toes down. Try to bring those heels down. Let's go ahead and do that. Walking the dog. So one heel down with a good stretch. We're just pedaling through. Other heel down. Try to really stretch those calves out. Okay, we are going to go ahead and lift our right leg straight back. And bring that forward. And we're just gonna go out into a little bit of a lizard. So you get on the side of your foot. Let's just kind of scoot back and forth on the blade of that foot. So we're getting a little bit of stretch. Wiggle forward and back, side to side, whatever feels good for you. And then push through your hands and bring that leg back. Let's do the other side. Left leg up, straight back. Bring it forward onto the blade of your foot. I usually lower my other knee down. You are welcome to leave it up if it works for you, but I feel like I get a better stretch when it's down. And then again, I'll do a little wiggles left and right, forward and back. Nice stretch out there. And then go ahead and push back up into downward dog. All right, this time we're gonna bring our right leg up and go ahead and open it up. Again, trying to keep your center of your body in the middle. Try not to lean too far this way. Just open the leg. Bring your foot forward into lizard. And we're gonna try that foot grab in lizard. So, get your blade of your foot, reach back. If you cannot do this, it's totally fine. You can stay here, you can push on this to get a stretch and just lift your leg up. Just stretch out back there. Get a good front of your hip stretch. Nice quad stretch. And come on back down. Back to downward dog. Lift your left leg. Go ahead and open it up, trying to keep both the weight evenly distributed through your two hands. Bring your foot outside your hands onto the blade of your foot. Again, into your lizard. You can go here, you can go here, you can go here. Pull that towards you. This one's definitely tighter for me. Ooh, I can feel that for sure this morning. And then bring your hands down and back up into our downward dog. Go ahead and lift your right leg, twist that open a little bit. This time we're just gonna bring it forward into a lunge. Okay. Go ahead and try to do a little movement in here to get that stretched out. And then we're gonna come into warrior two. So cartwheel those arms up. Again, you wanna have your heel to heel alignment. Help you keep your balance. Bend to your front knee, but not over your toes. Try to keep that back leg as straight as you can. And think about having equal weight on both legs. Sometimes it feels like we're pushing forward into this front leg, but try to want to be in the middle if you can. Bring those arms down. Back into downward dog. Left leg up. Open it up. Bring it in between your hands. Lunge. Doing a little bouncing there to get some stretch in that front of your hip. Bring your arms up into warrior two. Think about being strong here, feeling like a warrior. Keeping your weight balance between both feet. And then cartwheel your hands down, back into downward dog. We are going to keep building on that. So, right leg up and open in between your hands. Up to warrior two. Back to extended warrior. And cartwheel your hands back down. Back into downward dog. Lift your left leg up. Bring it in between your hands. Cartwheel up into warrior two. Nice and strong. Let's do that reverse warrior. And come on back down. Into downward dog. Right leg up. In between your hands. Into warrior two. Nice and strong. If you can sink a little lower, do that. If you need to push your legs closer together, do that. Whatever works for you. Back into a reverse warrior. Try to really stretch through the side body. And then we're going to do humble warrior. So put your arms behind you and interlace them if you can. Kind of pull them out behind you. And think about bowing forward. Again, to the level that you feel comfortable doing, that makes you feel stable but challenges you a slight bit. Come on back up to warrior two. And down into downward dog. Let's do that on the other side. Leg up, open it up, in between your hands, up to warrior two. Nice and strong in warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Nice stretch through the side of your body. Hands behind your back. Interlace them if you can. Get a nice bend in this front knee. And bow forward. Bringing your arms up as much as you can to get a nice stretch in that shoulders, and through your chest. Let go of those hands. Back up into warrior two. And down in to downward dog. Let's do another little dog walk here. Actually, let's go down on our knees and do a little wrist stretch. Sometimes those get a little bit tight. Okay. Twist them around both sides. Maybe push on the opposite so they're not getting too tight. Okay. Let's go back into warrior two. Raise that right leg, open it up, bring it between your hands, up into warrior two, reverse your warrior, hands behind your back, come forward into humble warrior, and then bring your hands back behind you, and we're going to try warrior three. So we're going to bring this back leg up a little bit. Warrior three is just going to be you coming forward, getting that leg up. If you have to just do some toe taps, whatever works. Put your arms way out here if that helps you have better balance. Okay, back behind you. Bring that leg down, hands down. To downward dog. Right leg up, open up that, or left leg up, open up that hip. Bring it between your hands. Come up into warrior two. Come back and reverse your warrior. Hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. Bow forward into humble warrior. Come on back up. We're going to do warrior three on this side. So again, turn this back foot so you're forward, so everything's parallel. And then just try to lift that leg and all your weight on this left leg. You do you. Again, if you got to keep doing this, every little movement, bobble, whatever you need to do, that's going to help your balance because it's teaching you how to balance better. All right, bring your legs down or your hands down, back into downward dog. Right leg up, into warrior two, into reverse warrior, hands behind your back and release, humble warrior. Okay, come on up, and we are going to try, well, let's do warrior two. So get yourself, or warrior three, get yourself forward if you can. And then we're gonna try to work toward dancer's pose. So take your left leg and your left hand and just pull that back behind you and see if you can manage your balance with that. And then put your foot down, hands down, back to downward dog. Left leg up, between your hands, turn your back foot into warrior two, reverse your warrior, put your hands behind your back, forward into humble warrior, come up, change that back foot, try warrior three again, down, and let's try to grab that other foot. Okay, sometimes this helps too. Again, sometimes out to your side, up, on your hip, whatever works for you. Try to scratch that quad really nice. And bring your hands down, back to downward dog. All right, last sequence here. So go ahead and raise your right foot up, put in between your hands, turn that back foot, come into warrior two, into a reverse warrior, hands behind your back, pull those shoulders down, into your humble warrior, bringing those arms up if you can as you try to pull your shoulders away from your head. Come up, turn that foot into a warrior three. Bring your foot down. This time we're going to try stretching here, and we're going to try a full dancer's pose. So after you get here, try to bring that hand forward and bring your body forward. So you're trying to bring your foot up in the back as much as you can and keep that balance. Again, little bobbles are good. If you fall out, just try again. All right, hands down, back to downward facing dog. This time raise up your left leg, open it up, bring it between your hands, turn that back foot into warrior two, into reverse warrior, hands behind your back, pull those shoulders down, bow forward as you lift your hands up, still trying to keep your shoulders away from your ears. Drop your hands, bring your foot up. Let's try a warrior three. Bring your foot down. Let's grab hold of that foot. Arm in front of you. Try to bring that foot up as you bring your body forward. You can try to push your foot into your hand to give you a little bit more stability here. And then come on out. All right, let's just go ahead and take a deep breath in here. And a deep breath out. Good job, whatever amount you did or were able to do with those balance poses. Those are a little tricky. And let's make our way down to a seated position. Let's start here in a cobbler's pose. Let's just bring our hands onto our toes. Try to bring your legs down as much as you can. Bring your hands out to your side and push them if you like. Give you a little more stretch. Let's do a nice forward bend in a cobbler's pose. That was some hard work, so we'll try to do some more relaxing stuff down here. Okay, let's bring our feet forward into a staff position. Bring our hands up above our head and just fall forward into a forward bend in our staff pose. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's go ahead and bring our legs out to the side in a wide-legged fold. Let's get up. Wide-legged just position first. Go ahead and put your hands behind you and do a little of that extension. And think about really stretching out the inside of these thighs. You can put your hands in front of you. Any position that works for you. You can try to walk yourself out if that helps. Hands out to the side, onto your elbows. And let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's come back up to cobbler's pose. Let's just try to go into a boat pose to get a little flexion in our trunk after all that extension we did. Back to cobbler's pose. Back to our wide-legged fold here. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and do a little side bend to the right. Just stretching out this side here. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. If you can drop your elbow down, it really helps get a good stretch across that hip. Or at least it does for me. Come on up. Let's do the other side. Over into position. Really relax. Trying to stretch here. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Forward again in a wide angle position here. So this wide angle seated fold. The goal is to try to get your head down to the ground here, which some days is easier than others, depending on how tense and stressed we feel. Come on back up. Let's do a little rotation. So over to your right. You can use your left hand to grab hold of your leg. As you try to look behind you. And then let's rotate the other way. To the left. Give a nice twist. Come on back forward. Let's bring our feet back to cobbler's pose. Nice deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you come forward in cobbler's pose. Bring your feet forward to staff pose. Let's just do a little tree pose kind of stretch. So bring your foot up like it's in tree pose up to your thigh if you're able. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Try to grab hold of that foot and pull your nose towards your knee. Come on back up. Let's switch our legs. Deep breath in. Deep breath breath out. Grab hold of that foot. Put your nose to your knee. And come on back up to our cobbler's pose. And I'm going to make my way into an easy seat while you guys do Shavasana. So you can welcome to stay sitting with me if you like. This is my preferred way to meditate anyway. Otherwise I feel like I'm just falling asleep. So go ahead and get yourself comfortable. Lay down if you like. Think about relaxing your whole body into the ground. Turn your head from side to side. Rest where it's comfortable. Let your shoulders fall into the ground. Let your legs fall apart. So they're facing the outside and just relaxed. Put your arms in whatever position feels best for you to be comfortable. Let's take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Shavasana. yoga today, and that will help you be calm and ready for whatever you have left in your